Toby Keith was one of the most successful country artists of his generation. I don't think the question here is really if he was rich, but the type of rich that he was might surprise you. I know for me, it made my jaw drop. He makes George Strait look poor. Keith had a successful career notching #1 hits like these.
I ain't as good as I once was. Don't let the old man in.
Who's That Man? How Do You Like Me Now? My List, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, American Soldier were just a few on his list. When you factor in Toby's net worth, you have to think of all his contributions. He was more than just a successful country superstar. He was a songwriter, actor, producer.
62 miles to Showdown.
Doc, I can't wait that long. You gotta pull over. I gotta pee.
Keith has his own franchise of restaurants called I Love This Bar and Grill, Mezcal brand, and clothing line TK Steelman. He had his own record label, Show Dog Universal, and he was a minority stakeholder in Big Machine Records. That's the label that held names like Tim McGraw and Taylor Swift. Keith actually played a role in Taylor Swift's career. In 2006, Taylor had just released her first self-titled album after striking a deal with Big Machine Records. Big Machine had partnered with Keith's label Show Dog Universal Music, and before she signed her record deal at just 15 years old, she would meet with Toby Keith, hoping to be selected. I found this resurfaced clip from Nashville's WSMV4. Taylor talks about her interaction with Keith and how surreal that moment was. Quote, "You're in the room with him and you can feel it. There is a power there. And you're just like, oh my God. I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I don't see him and are just like, oh my God, that's Toby Keith." According to the Rolling Stone, Keith's partnership would dissolve in 2006, but he continued to hold minority positions in Big Machine. I know you came here for Toby Keith's net worth, and I'm going to share it with you. But first, I wanted to show you his impressive resume so you can really understand this multi-digit number I'm about to share with you. Okay, drum roll, please. His mix of musical and entrepreneurial adventures made him one of the richest celebrities in the world. In 2013, Forbes coined him country music's 500 million man. Yep. Toby Keith is worth $500 million. Here's what I love about Keith. He's not flashy about it like some celebrities might be. Both him and his wife don't wear anything outlandish. Honestly, they kind of just seem like your neighbors next door. In that Forbes article, I found out just what $500 million can get you. First up, Toby's Lear 60, which is about a mid-size business jet. He was a big Oklahoma Sooners fan, so of course the jet is decked out in crimson red and cream and has some saddle leather inside as well. When the singer had time off, you could find him on the golf course. When you are a multimillionaire, naturally you might as well just buy the whole course, and that's what he did, buying Belmar Golf Club in 2002. I want to know what you think. Did you know that Toby Keith was worth this much? Comment below the reason why you love the late singer. If you enjoy content like this, covering country music's greats, then I encourage you to subscribe to our channel. We were grateful enough to talk to Toby Keith before his last final string of shows. You can find a link to that interview in the description of this video. I want to end this video by taking a look at the singer's Oklahoma home. While there aren't any photos online of the inside of the home, we do have a good aerial shot. Y'all, this is a 10,000 square foot home, 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. Let's take a look. Let's start off strong with the most unique thing about this home, and it's not the house itself. It's the fact that if you look, there's 2 different ways you can come into this house. You first have the circle drive, which I guess that's one in and of itself, but you have 2 driveways that connect to the house. You have the one on the right and then the one on the left, which made me think, okay, is one for your more sporty, ever so often used cars, and then the other one's for your everyday, Mr. Toby Keith showing up in his truck and Mrs. Keith with her Tahoe? I don't know, but pretty impressive. And you can see down at the very bottom, you have a little casita too, mother-in-law suite when family comes and you don't want them in the main house. Just put them in that second house, Out back, you'll see a putting green, keeping with his love for golf. And then you have the pool with a slide, and then it looks like a pool behind the slide, a hot tub. Y'all, this is an entertainer's backyard paradise. What we can peek into is Toby's office, cabana, Garage, the singer-songwriter Sammy Hagar brought fans in 2022 inside during an interview for AXS TV. Keith explained it took 3 years and 2 bulldozers to fix up the 160-acre ranch. The house has a 6-car garage filled with vintage vehicles. It also showcases a cabana with hundreds of wine options. An impressive house for an impressive singer. Y'all, I still cannot believe the late Toby Keith is no longer with us on Earth, but his music will live on forever. Comment below your favorite Toby Keith memory, song, or just why you love the singer. I'm Adison Haager for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching.